Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my sister. It's the only way to go. Mm-mm-mm. Goodbye, my sister. It's the only way to go from here. And I am speechless, speechless. That's how you make me feel. When I'm with you, I lost the words, and nothing seems for real. When I'm with you, I lost the world. I'm covered Ramadan. WH Ellis. A cover up from a grave. Speechless, speechless, and that's how you make me feel. Oh, I'm with you, I lost the words. And now, sigeze nakugwa kusawa satuzekiro. And nothing seems surreal. When I'm with you, I lost the words. And the cover of speechless inside of me feel. When I'm with you, say then. Okay. What's up with you? Dora age. I'm coming. Let me first finish up. Bring my juice. Bring everything just close to me. It's too hot. Waliwo ali mu kwezuukusa eyo. Yusufu lwaki tonganyaako nange okubeera nzeka mwana wa maama. Katino naawe yasama mpola mbu. Let me first mute this before I change. Oyinza okuteeka wansi n'oleekaana. Hello. Hey guys, you're welcome to my LS. You're most welcome. Sorry, I was a bit busy taking a bath. It's too hot. You know, when you're done cooking, cleaning, serving food, so you also need to freshen up and feel good. You're welcome, Gladys. Yusuf is doing fine. He's here. Tusiranye naye mu room feka ababiri buli omu atuleseewo. How is home? I hope you're doing well. We here, we are in summer. It's hot, like hot, hot, hot. Next to me, I sat next to cold water, juice. Yes? Okay. Finally, he's gone. He's gone, guys. Yusuf is gone. Yusuf agenze bamutute kati ndi ku kisenge kyange nzeka. Kati oba ntandikewa obudde bwokya nnyo. Let me first drink water. Ye mwasi ye mutya mugamba mutya everyone is out there. Whoever is watching, welcome, guys. This Ramadan, guys, let me tell you. Actually, me, I'm used. By the first time they used to. So manyize bankubira lugamba ngamba towulirizanga bitakwatako ebyotamanyi tomala gawulirizanga buli omu kyagamba. So when I first came to work, actually in Oman, I used to hear people say, banange kisibo, banange yo bagamba nti omuwala yenna akola mu kiyumba nga bamala gogera just ebigambo. Guys, don't just take those words for serious. Bana balina olugambo kadama mulabe mudduke. Those people, they will put you in shit, guys, in trouble. Byebogera mbusimanyi tolya mmere gye baleese kuva wa neighbor, mbu mu biseera by'ekisiibo basaddaaka abaana bazuukuka mu budde obw'ekiro era bazuukuka obudde bw'ekiro weegalire teeka entebe emmeeza buli kimu. Bannange ezi ssaawa zibeera za kusaba nakulya, then ne baddayo ne beebaka nibanaga banamwina olugambo. Me when someone there's actually someone who told me that naye namugamba omanyi kyehe fena twakajja nawe wakajja lwakuba kale yali asooka okujja nemugamba fena twakajja, so please byotamanyi tobyogerako. E Uganda abasiraamu tebazuukuka ekiro ne balya, bazuuka ne balya. Kati what's the difference? Kyekimu naye kale lwakubanga nti eno nti obeera mukozi, you have to cook like tofumba mmere emu yokka, olina ofumba emmere ya bika bingi. You have to make snacks, olina okubeera nobeera muntu omu naye obeera nga oli mu buli kifo kyonna, so okoowa ebigere bikuluma. Ekyo kyemwandibadde nga mugamba baana ati mu kisiibo kale obeera ofumba. Abamu babayambako naye kati nga nze tebanyamba, fumba nze kenyini mbeera mu kiyungulu neetala. Naye ate nkyagala lwaki mba njagala ofumba nzeka, because it gives me like enough energy. Sibeera na muntu stressing. No one stressing me in the kitchen. I'm all alone cooking. I'm here and there. Everything is clean around me. Sagala fumba nga buli wamu wachafu. I don't like it. Sikyagairako ddala ofumba nga ekirungu kyange kiddugala. Njagala nnyo bwe nfumba buli wamu wabeera nga wayonjo. Ate bwe mba nfumye nze nfumba mu bwangu mu speed, kuba siina muntu stressing nze yekwe. Naye bwe tubeera abiri mu kiyungu, my dear, oyo ye mukama wange bwe tuba si lugambo si kinayi. Gladys, you're saying English, ne? Someone once namusanga ali ku white kunangia. Namusanga ayogera na kulinya lyange aliko nakunaga waliwo akawala kali awo. Careful anti koge mbute kamanyi Luganda kibisi. Guys, Luzungu, it's just a language. It's a free language. Omuntu yenna ayagala asobola okulwogera. Hello my dear. How are you? You're welcome. Yes, I saw you actually on my comment section below, and I said to myself, I will visit you, my dear. Thank you so much for dropping by. I will check on you. Thank you so much for your love and support. So this person was like, she speaks English as if she doesn't know Luganda. Guys, I know Luganda. Solo kogero Luganda. Solo kogero limiruono oluli Uganda. Apart from Lunyankole, Rutoro, naye nimezili languages from East I can speak. Okuja olugisundu uli asirwogera. Naye ebyo ebintu nali like, oh my god. Nze newaka, guys, I'm really sorry to say this, but I love speaking English because I train myself to learn how to speak English, a better English, not English with Luganda, not English with Jaf. So, guys, don't attack me. Nora is just putting out. But Gladys, thank you so much. Thank you so much, my dear. Onzijukizant at least. Oh, thank you so much, my dear. People attacking me for nothing because I speak English. Just because I'm doing this job of housemaid, it doesn't mean that it's my permanent job forever. There's someone out there who might give me a job, but they want someone who can speak good English. Someone once told me, but why do you guys always go on the social media? And I'm like, you have to be social. You know, social media, it's a platform where you meet new people, people that you never know that you ever meet. It's you here social, you socialize with others. This was like, nze sibyagala saagala byakwemulisa. I told her my dear, si kwemulisa. Okwo tekubeera kwemulisa. It's putting out yourself out there. Yes, oyinza ogamba nti you have confidence, but don't compare yourself to anyone. Nze namugamba my dear, I have to be me. Leka mbeere ku social media gwe gyotoyagala kubeerako. But anyway guys, you're most welcome on my LS. I'm really happy and glad to see you guys here. I'm only going to stay here 1 hour, and you know Umula, my legs are hurting. This Claire say clearly Rio too. I'm really sorry if I didn't pronounce your name. Let me cover my chest, guys. I'm feeling shy. My blouse got my boobs. Let me cover my chest. I have to respect it. So make comments that I can see IK is here. So I'm sorry guys, I have to cover my chest a little bit. Ndaga ebintu nyinza okulaga sezaala wange. I might show my father-in-law here something that he's not supposed to see, and he tells his son that don't marry that woman. Let me cover these things for my future husband. You can only see here, that's okay. Let me read your comments now. Okay, Gladys said, don't care about who says you don't know, but remember your targets. Viewers worldwide, so don't it's do worldwide, so do it for you. Do it for you subscribers. Okay my dear, that's what Gladys says. Very good English from Claire Rio too. And he said, keep pushing. If you didn't speak English, I wouldn't understand you because I'm from America. Oh my dear. Yes, I have to use English. The reason I use English because I want someone else also to understand what I say. There are some people who don't understand Luganda, and maybe sometime I might speak Luo and someone doesn't understand Luo, so that's why I usually use English. It's okay my dear Gladys, you can cook your food, but Gladys, one day when I come, my dear, when I come, fumbira kutoke. Gladys, what I've learned from you is that you're good in cooking matoke and luombo. That traditional food, Gladys. When I watch your videos, I'm like, oh my God, Gladys, you're killing me. I'm fasting nayo nzita amaduga nzita ekimere wokiraba kiriwo ekiti. My dear, you are a goddess in that. Hey, let me read what IK is saying, guys. IK is saying, whatever you're doing today doesn't mean you will do it forever. Just refuse comfort zone. Okay, that's what IK says. Hi IK, you're welcome my dear. Here he says, hi, my language. Hi, my language, my Luganda sister. Connect your Kenyan brother. I used to work as a what? Matutu. Okay. I used to collect like metals. Okay. And boxes in the streets of Nairobi, but now software QA engineer. Wow. My dear, God bless you. God bless you, my dear IK. Read my previously comment. Yes, I did, IK. I did, my dear, what you said here. My Luganda sister. IK, I'm actually I'm actually a Kenyan. My dad is a Kenyan and my mom is a Ugandan. So I just prefer myself as a Ugandan. And my name, I was named after my grandmother. My grandmother is a Ugandan too. My grandmother from my daddy's side is a Ugandan, but my grandpa, my daddy's dad is a Kenyan. So I'm just there, but I grew up in Uganda. That's where I grew up. Me and my entire family. I was raised by my mom, not my dad. So, but nice to hear that. Thank you so much for that message. Yes, my dear. Where we are now, it's not where we will be tomorrow. God always knows what's best for us, what's good for us. You might find someone here today, but tomorrow you never know where a person will be. So that's why sometimes I say don't look down on people, because you never know what that kind of person is. You never know what they are. And even if you've met someone at the first time, don't judge them by their looks, by their dressing up. For example, me, I love wearing short clothes and being me, just being me. But you find people judging you the way you dress up. The way you dress up is not you. It's your heart and what you want. But it's not exactly what people think. People have so many thoughts of how they think. Even me, I will not say people. Even when I say people, even me in that group where we have that mentality of thinking of other ways, or you look at someone and you're like, oh, this person this, oh, that person this, oh, that person this. Like, let me say, for example, here where you have to cover yourself all the time. But me, kindly connect good people, and thumbs up for host. Thank you so much, IK. Thank you so much. Guys, keep on coming, keep on coming. Keep on coming. Hi, Christine Atieno. Atieno Yoga. I say yoga to Atieno. How are you doing, my dear sister or my aunt? How are you? Because I know. Guys, thank you so much for coming. You know what Ike said here? It's really, really so important. Where he says, "Hi, my Luganda sister. Connect your Kenyan brother. I used to work as a metal conductor and collects metals and boxes in the streets of Nairobi. But now, software QA engineer." That's really a miracle. That's so wow. That's why I say, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. When I first came here, I never when my friend told me about this job, I was like, in Uganda I used to work as a waitress. But one day my friend of mine told me, why don't you come and work in Arab country? At first I was like, no, I can't do that job. I just want to rest. That's what I told her. I want to rest. I want to have what I have here in Uganda. She told me, no. Remember you study? Yes, I did a course of fashion and design. And she told me, why don't you come and work and earn some money and buy the sewing machines that you need so that you can start up your own business? So I told her, no, my dear, I'd rather stay here in Uganda. She told me, think about it. And she went on and she told my other friend, I have two friends, my other friend. So she told him, can you please tell Nora? So I didn't know that my friend was convincing me, because my girlfriend has already told him everything. So this friend of mine also convinced me. Me, I didn't know that they spoke. So later on when I'm here, that's when they told me that, do you remember the day so and so? I was like, yeah. So she told me, I'm the one who told him to tell you, because I didn't want you to be left all alone back in Uganda. I wanted you to come here to have something. So when I came here, yes, I now face so many challenges on my way, and so many things have come. However much they say that sometimes what you plan, it's not what you get. Your plans are not like bigger than God's plan. You may think something and God is also planning something else for you. So when I first came here, my plan was like, I will work and buy myself a sewing machine, like machines that I need to use for my small business. But later on, when I came, I started working, and at home, there's someone who wanted to take our land, chasing my mom. It's our land, but this person was like, a woman cannot own something. So I told myself, no, I really need to help my mom. I gathered my 2 years salary, and I used that money to give it to my mom to buy a land somewhere else. And half of it, I extended my contract, and again I have to work for like 2 more years. That's 4 years, but I'm not going to reach this year 4 years. I'll just say 3 years and a half. So that 1 year and a half that I've worked here, I used all my money to help my mom build a house. So in this year, let me say, this year I was planning that this year, the entire year, I will work. I'll read your message, my dear. So I planned that this year on September, that's when my contract was about to end. It will make 4 years. But recently I was told, no, my contract, I won't be able to finish my contract. I asked them why. They told me they don't have enough money. I got shattered, like something has just, I felt like the door was closed to me. I felt like crying. I sat in my room here, I asked myself so many questions. I was like, Nora, what am I going to do? This very same year, there are so many things that happen without us knowing. This same year, in January, I lost the father of my kid. We were not married, but we just had a child together. And now I'm the one going to be taking the responsibilities of my child, which I'm happy. But I'm asking myself, you guys, I never ask yourself where you're going to get the fund of paying the school fees. When he was still alive, I was like, okay, I'll continue working while I give him like half of my salary to pay for help my kid when I'm not around. But now they want me to be home. They want me to be with my kid. Yes, which I also want to be with my kid. But there are so many questions going on in my head. I'm like, how will I do it? Have you ever asked yourself a question, so many questions, and you see, I wanted to buy sewing machines, all my salary building my mother's house. Yes, I'm happy my mom has a place now to stay, but questions running in my mind like I'm just crazy. Claire says that here I bought a young lady a ticket, $400 ticket, plane ticket to get back to Kenya because she wasn't being treated well in Dubai. Oh my God, thank you so much, my dear. May God continue blessing you for having a good heart and helping. Thank you so much, my dear. May the Lord bless you. May He reward you, my dear, with whatever you've been praying so hard for, because it's not easy to find such people who help out others. Yes, when you come here, it's by the grace of the Lord to find a place where they will treat you well, where people will love you, where people will treat you like a family. So it's God's mercy upon our lives. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, my dear. May the Lord bless you, and may the Lord continue using you for being a good person, for always helping those who are in need. Thank you so much, my dear. That's my prayer for you. Thank you so much for helping out, because yes, there are some girls really who go through tough times here in Arab countries and no help for them. But when someone comes out and help them and send them back home, that's really a blessing. Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you. So let me go back to my story and winding up and keep on whining. It's hot. Don't mind me, it's hot. It's very hot. So I was saying, not every time that what you plan is what will happen. So I asked myself so many questions. I was like, Nora, ever since I was, let me say, ever since I in my early 20s, I'm still actually in my 20s. I'm not yet in 30s. I'm still in my 20s. So I asked myself, I started actually living on my own at the age of 20. Yeah, 20. That's when I started living on my own, and I asked myself recently, Nora, what are you going to do now? Yes, you're going home. You have a child to pay school fees for. You need to buy a sewing machine. And what are you going to do? Like any parent, or like a teenager mother, let me say that, would love, some people love to spend their lives out there doing things that, that makes them happy. But I tell myself, me, I want to be close to my child. There are some things that I cannot review here. I grew up with my mom, and I've seen how much she loved us. My mom never left us behind. Everywhere she'll go with us. And I adopted that behavior. So I'm like, I miss my kids so much that even sometimes I cry and I tell myself, I wish I can go back in time, which you cannot. Some things happens for a reason. So I just told myself, you know what? One day I was in my room and I just told myself, God, you know what? You're the one who knows what will happen. From here, when I'm from here, I go home. You're the one who's the vindicator. You're the one who makes a way. So God, show me the right way to take. If I reach home and things don't work out well for me as I was expecting, I will come back and work, because I really needed to give myself a better life, give my child a better life, because you cannot just stay in one place without doing anything. Yet you also have responsibility. So that's why I say, sometimes we come here, you come with your own plans, and something happens. Most especially, I don't know why it always happens to people that we love. Apart from our sisters, or yes, we love our sisters and our brothers, but most especially when it comes to our parents. Me, I've seen how my mom has struggled so much to raise us. She gave us everything that any mother could give. So I sat with myself, I was like, Nora, will I just sit here and see someone coming and just taking away our land like that, just because my mom is a woman? Being a woman, it doesn't mean that you should take away something from someone that because she's a woman. But I love what my mom told this person. Just because I'm a woman doesn't mean that you come out just from nowhere and take what belongs to me. So my mom took this matter to court, and they settled her, and this guy has to extend back again from where his land actually stops. So they have to show him where his boundaries is. And now my mom is okay, and my mom is going to leave this place where we used to stay in our old home. Now she'll be transferring to our new home where recently we constructed. Okay, the house is not yet finished. Let me show you guys our home. It's not yet finished, but very soon we'll be able to finish it. But I just thank God that whatever I've achieved here. No, my dear, D. Dr. Stone. My dear D. Dr. Stone, today I tried to search your name, but I couldn't find your name. How can I do it to search to find your channel? Today I tried. I was visiting today. You see, I write people's name here in my book. So when I visit them, I searched your name 3 times, and they were bringing me this. The what? They were only bringing up the names that with other things that people do, but I couldn't find your name. I tried so much to search your name. So please tell me, how can I come to your house? I want to support, but there's no way I can reach there. They only bring me other people's. Okay, my dear, I'll do that. I'll do that. Thank you. So I was showing you. So you see, I don't know if you can see that properly, but you can see that that's our house now. This is our new house this year. So we haven't yet finished it, only windows and the doors and inside. And this one here standing here, that's my mom. This is my old phone, guys. This phone was, I actually received this phone as a gift when I just joined my first year in institute for studying fashion and design, and I didn't have a laptop to use for studying. So I was someone, my customer, the customer who used nice. Okay, my dear, Dr. D Stone is the one who says nice, please. So this phone, it has been with me for 5 years. 2 years of studying, and 3 years for the bonus. So that's 5 years. So this phone is too old. That's why it doesn't show well. But this is, so this is our house, where very soon we'll be moving here now. So we are going to leave the other place where they are chasing us because we are women. People, I will not talk about that because that story really makes me cry. But I thank God that He brought me here in Oman, and my effort, let me say my hardship, it's where all my money went to that house. But the I'm going back home. I haven't yet finished that house, but I just told my mom recently that, you know what, mom, don't worry, God will make a way. Even if I come back home when our house is not yet complete, but God will make a way for us to complete our house. And no one will ever laugh at us that we are women. And let me just skip that. Let me just skip that because I don't want to share that story. Let me just skip that. I just don't like talking about it. It's so painful, right? It really hurts so bad. Okay, my dear Dr. Stone, I will do that, my dearest. Thank you, my dear. Thank you. Yes, they say when God blesses you with something, however much, how small it is, just give me a moment. Just give me a moment. I'm a crying baby. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I don't know why I have to come up with this story, but I just, every time I talk about it, it's just so painful, you know. It's so painful for me to talk about that. But God will make a way for me and my mother. I know it. Thank you so much, my dear Claire. Thank you. Ooh. Claire said, God is making a way for you, for all of us. Yes, my dear, God is. God knows your heart, sis. Things will get better. Keep the faith. Thank you so much, my dear. Amen. No, God says if you believe in your heart, you will receive whatever you've prayed for. Not just sitting and say, God, I pray for this, and you start doubting. But he says when you pray and believe, he will make a way. And when you pray while believing, you receive it. So thank you so much, my dear. Thank you so much. No hardship is forever. You know, in this world, everyone prays for something. You might be praying for something and say, God, give me this. There is someone out there praying to God saying, Father, give me food to eat. Father, give me shelter for tonight. Father, open the door that I couldn't open on my own. So everyone has their own prayers in this world. So when we pray, when we believe, God opens the door of heaven to us. So we shouldn't ever lose hope. Hey, my dear, you always come back. You're most welcome. You're welcome, my dear. It's just that I don't understand Arab, but I'm really happy to see you. Salamu alaikum. They say marhaba. No, they say how are you. Let me cover, guys, my chest. Let me cover my chest. I respect some big people who are coming, so that however much it's hot, let me cover somewhere. But I'm really glad to see you, my dear. You're most welcome to my live today. How are you? I hope you're doing fine, my dear. Claire. They say drink a lot of water. Drink a lot of water. When you drink water like this, you think you go outside to urinate. No way, you will not go out to urinate. You only sweat. Instead of going out to urinate, you sweat. So I would say that's the only advantage that I like about summer, because however much you drink too much water and think you're going out to urinate, you start sweating. Instead of the water coming out, or you go out to urinate, no, you just start sweating. You sweat and sweat and sweat all the water out of your body. So sometimes I tell myself that, okay, that's the water that I've been drinking. It's coming out through the sweat. When you go out to urinate, that's the dirt coming out. So that's what I usually tell myself. Because it's hot. There's someone who lives in Texas who told me once that Texas is too hot, like hot. I only see Texas in the movies, to tell the truth. I only see Texas in the movie, and the way actually I see it, it's actually hot. However much I've never been there, but if you see it in the movie and they show you how that place is too hot, mm, you believe that really Texas is hot, not like other places. Ah, you're in Louisiana. You're in Louisiana. Louisiana is next to Seattle. Is it Seattle or Seattle? Louisiana. Is it Louisiana? Please help me. If the problem that you cannot say it loudly, you can only text it, but I don't know if I'll pronounce it well. Louisiana. You know our English, we African, our English, we say Louisiana. Oh, Louisiana, Louisiana. You know, you guys have that accent of American accent to bring out something like the way I say Texas. It's not how you guys say Texas. It's between Louisiana, it's between Texas and yeah, Mississippi. Okay, let me ask you one question. Why do parents always teach their kids that if you misbehave, I'll take you to Mississippi schools? Why? Is it, are the schools that tough, or it's local? Why? There's someone who once told their kids that if you misbehave, I'll take you to Mississippi. That's where you go for schooling. And the kids were like, no, I don't want to go there. It's like a village. Okay. I'm really glad to meet you, my dear. It's a pleasure meeting you. It's a privilege meeting you. You know, if you talk to someone from US, it's like you're also there. However much you haven't reached there, you're still here in Oman. You can even go there in your dreams. Okay. So that's why kids don't want to go there to study. But that's back in the days. Things have changed, and they shouldn't tease their kids like that. My dear, come we sip this watermelon juice. You know, in this kind of season, you need to drink things that brings energy in your body. You drink water, you drink juice without sugar. It's used to be a paradise state in the south, but things have changed. Okay. Yeah, actually, so many things have changed there. Each and every day things change. Mississippi. I used to wonder myself, why would someone tell their kids that if you misbehave, I'll take you there? Is it a bad place? So thank you so much, my dear, for refreshing my mind. Because I used to ask myself, is it so bad that when they tell kids, I'll take you there, and someone's like, no, I don't want to go there because it's this and this and this. I was like, is that so bad? Like, if, or is it a village that if they say, I'll take you there, is somewhere where you not have so much fun? But things have really changed, because what I know about those developed countries, things really grow so fast. It's not us, even if the governments want to bring a change, we complain. We complain about everything. I don't know why. We complain when the government want to build something new. We are like, they are selling us. And we say, you look at Americans, you look at the people in England, you look at people in France, you know, we admire those countries. But if you sit down as a person and you ask yourself, if you admire those countries like that, Why don't you allow your government to develop your country instead of complaining that they are selling you, they are selling you? How are they selling you? How are they selling us? Hmm? Even if it rains too much, we complain to the government. So do we want the government to go and talk to God and say, hey God, it's raining too much and our people are suffering down here? You know, it's so funny. You just come, I'm from Uganda. I'm from Uganda, but things in Uganda are so funny and dramatic. The way people complain, in Uganda people can complain. In Uganda, it's a country where the government will pay people money, like to extend, they want to expand something, and people will not move. After getting that money, they will not move. They will start saying the government has sold them out. Yet they have received the money, everyone have received the money. But because they don't want their relatives and other people to know, but everyone has received the money. My dear, you're welcome. Just come, you'll enjoy. You'll enjoy staying in Kenya. I've ever been in Kenya, I've ever been in Uganda, but more especially in Uganda. Kenyan, I only used to go there in Kenya. I use at the time of my vacation, let me say my vac. So I used to do my intern for fashion and design in Kenya. So I used to stay there. It's really nice over there. I loved so much Kenya. Staying there. How much I used to stay with my relatives, but I would leave home and go. I wander around Kenya like I'm touring around. There's a friend of mine that I met there who travel. Hi, he has a car, so he takes me around the entire Kenya. I went in each and every street and corner of Kenya. Those times that I spent there, I fell in love with Kenya. So I called my mom. I remember one day I called my mom. I was like, Mom, can I stay here? She was like, are you out of your mind? You have to come back home. So I came back home and I told my grandmama, I was like, Grandma, I'm not going to stay here in Uganda and I'm not going to get married here in Uganda. She told me, why? I told her, you don't want to miss me. She told me, yes, I want to miss you, but not this kind of missing you that you just disappear and not coming back home. I told her, no, I want to get married so far from home so that when you want to visit me, I send you a plane ticket. She was like, where do you want to go? I told her I want to go to the So remember, my grandmother is actually, their hometown is actually at the border of Kenya. They are from Busia. So she told me, there where I can go with a bus. I told her, okay. There you can go with the bus. Now I will not go to Kenya. When she told me that I can go to Kenya just by using a bus, that's not running far away from us. That's just nearby. We won't miss you. Choose somewhere far away where no one will miss you. So I told her, give me time to think about it. By that day, my grandmother made me laugh. She told me, just nearby here when I go home, you wait when I go home. I'll just tell your uncle to drive me to drop me to the next street in Kenya. I told her, no. No again. So just plan for your trip. Pack up enough income that will help you to live to live around Kenya or in Uganda. It's actually a lovely country. Uganda, Kenya, those two countries. I haven't yet tried to go to Rwanda, but inshallah one day I'll go to Rwanda. Rwanda, Congo. Actually, in Congo I was invited by so many friends of mine that I used to study with, but my mom is that kind of a mother who doesn't trust friends. Sometimes people are not who you think they are. Let me say, for example, you're talking to me and you don't know much about me. You always see me, you always talk to me. But if I invite you to come to my home, how am I going to treat you? So it's so hard to find someone that you can trust, someone that you can put your trust in and say that person invites you. You never know. It's only God who protects us. When someone tells, oh, come and visit us at our home, come and you have to be careful, my dear. You have to be careful. So that's why my mom is like, no, 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 no. My dear, you're not traveling anywhere. That trip of going to Congo, it has happened so many times. My friends have invited me so many times. You know, they speak French. But they have invited me so much. They're like every time, Nora, when are you coming? Nora, when are you coming? Nora, when are you coming? But my mom told me, this trip of you going to Congo, I'm not feeling good. You can go anywhere you want, but Congo, I don't want you to go to Congo. Even if you're going to visit a friend. My mom doesn't trust people. My mom is so insecure. More especially when it comes to me, because she knows me, I love traveling. She knows that Nora, if you tell her to jump here, she'll jump. She'll just go, because she knows that I love wandering around, like traveling outside of our home, Uganda. But for Kenya, she didn't know actually. I just told my sister I got an intern, so I'll be going in Kenya, staying there for some times, months. And she told me, how are we going to tell mom? I just told her, please don't tell her now. I'll be the one to inform her. So one day, like after so many, like 2 to 3 months, my mom called me and my phone wasn't going through. So I called her using a Kenya number. And I spoke to her. She was like, who is this? I told her, mom, it's me. She told me, Noah, why are you using a Kenya number? I told her, mom, you don't know that even if you're nearby. So in my village, in my hometown, if you're there, the SIM card from there, it will change to a Kenyan number, to a Kenyan code. So I told my mom, have you forgotten that if you're next to home, our phone can change to another code? So my mom was like, I've forgotten about that. But I told her, actually, no, it did not change, like change because we are near. I just told her because I'm in a neighboring country. She told me, what? What are you doing there? Who is going to take care of you? I told her, no, don't worry. She told me, where are you? So the only way she has to be like to calm down, to know that she's okay where she is, I have to give her my aunt. She spoke to my aunt. My aunt told her that, no, don't worry, Nora is here with us. No need for it to worry. My mom was like, oh, thank God. My mom doesn't trust me like going to a friend's house. No, 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 no. She doesn't trust people. You know why? Why my mom doesn't trust people? My mom told us a story when she was young. A friend betrayed her. That's why my mom, ever since then, she grew up, she became a woman that she is now. She does not trust friends. Ever since that incident happened to her when she was still a teenager, she avoided having friends. And if you want to laugh with my mom, you want to make her laugh, don't tell her that, Mama, I'm going to a friend's house. She'll tell you, okay, let that friend of yours come home. She's okay with our friends coming at home, but we are children going out to a friend's house. Because people, you never, actually not even people, but sometime, I don't know, maybe it's just God's time, maybe it's what meant to happen. I had a small chicken pox, but for a family in Kenya, a chicken built. I had a small chicken coop built for a family in Kenya also. Oh my dear, that's so good of you, my dear. You must have been so much in love with Kenyan people. Are you half a Kenyan? Or are you, where are you from exactly? Like your roots, where they say where your bloodlines they are from. But anyway, what I've learned from you today is that you are a giver. May the Lord continue blessing you, my dear. Thank you so much. Oh, they are from America. Okay. Maybe if you have a brother, you tell him that there's a girl that I saw on the YouTube. She's single. If you want to marry her, go marry her. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Don't take my words so serious, yeah? No, I'm just joking. Let me cover my chest. I respect people. You know, let me tell you something. When you want to make your family everyone, hello my dear Maureen, how are you? If you want to make people laugh or people to treat you with that respect, just tell them that my husband is from America. Let me first clear my voice. My husband is from America. My husband maybe is from UK. My husband is from Munana. Anyway, yeah, where they know it's not in Africa, my dear, they treat you with respect. They'll treat you with respect. Even your husband will be treated with respect. They'll take you like you're God. I wonder why people, I don't know just why people are always so excited about that. It is just a name of a country, of a nation. Or someone say, "Oh, I'm from from so and so. Maybe I'm from a certain place," and someone says, "Oh my God, did you know that she got married in America?" And people are like, "Oh my God, are you serious? That's so beautiful." And everyone will be so excited, and they will just start looking at you like you're an angel. You're just a normal person. You come. You come. I have a sister. Maybe if you want, you can choose me. But no. I'm just joking, yeah? I'm just joking. I'm just joking. If you want an African wife, they will treat you so well. Their parents, they will treat you well. For them, I don't know why if you say that I'm from America, because someone will think you're God. It's like you're going to take entire family, even if they are not going with you to America. But as long as they know, maybe their daughter, maybe their grandchild, maybe someone from their families from America, this is how they feel so good about it. They are so excited about the entire thing. They're like, oh my God, yeah. It's so funny. Let me tell you the truth. It's so funny the way people talk about it. Hey, our neighbor's daughter one day lied. Actually, she lied. So I came back to the village, and people were telling me in our village, people were like, Nora, well, when are you getting married? I was like, why? You need a hookup, my dear. Hey, you need a hookup. I can hook you up with the hot chicks. Number one, me. Second, my friends. Third, my other friends. Fourth, my other friends. Sorry. I don't have friends. I only have two friends. My girlfriend and my male friend that I trust so much. I have only two friends and I'm the third. And the rest I just met them here in YT. But they are also good people. African girls, they are. Some are nice, some are. let me put my back on something here. Let me extend my... So I was jazzing. It's actually a blessing to find the real passion. That's the only thing I'll say, because I don't know much about love. Yes, actually, you're making me really smile. Thank you. It's so hard to find the right one. It's so hard to find the right one, because you can wait and wait and wait. So I was saying, so our neighbors, they were like, "Laura, when are you getting married?" I was like, "Why? Why do you want me to get married? Have I told you that I want to get married?" But then I was still in school. So they were like, "You don't know, so and so's daughter got married." I was like, "Who?" He was like, so and so. I'm like, "Okay, to who?" So they were like, "You mean you don't know? You talk to them, but you don't even know." She got married. I was like, "From where?" That the husband is from South Africa. South Africa. But everyone was so excited in the village. They started calling her the big boss, the big lady has just passed. When I asked my uncle's wife, my uncle's wife was their sister. So I asked her that, "Aunt, is it true that your sister got married to a South African husband?" She was like, "Yes, she got married to a South African husband." But when you're friends, actually when you used to each other's. So one day we are like, so we are jazzing with other friends, like our neighborhood, we are girls, we have gathered together, we're in the village in the Christmas season. So we are like, so and so tell us, they told us that you got married to a South African husband. You know what she said? "If you want to make people in this village to respect you, just tell them that your husband is from another country. They will respect you." They hear it like something which is so big to them. And she went on telling them that her husband is in a military. When people found out what kind of a husband she had, oh my god, everyone was just going in the village. We were like, she lied to us. How dare she? She got married to a man who is a border rider. Border rider, it's let me say, like these people who drive motorcycles around. Yeah, he was this motorcycle driver. So they were like, her husband is a motorcycle driver. He's not even in the military. I was like, oh, but I'm glad that I'm not the one who said it. The problem that the truth came out from her family. One of her family members went out and split the banana and was like, no, my sister husband is not from South Africa. Where ya? But anyway, that's how life is. That's how life is in this world. But when God gives you the right person, you go with that one. But me, I don't think so. Yes, they are still, she's married with her husband. Actually, the good thing is that they moved to Kenya. Since my village is actually neighboring country to Kenya, so most of the people who live in our village, when they want like to move, they just go to Kenya. Some Kenyans move to our village like that. So we are mixed. We are Kenyans and Ugandans. So people just cross the border and go to the other side. But she went to Kenya and she left this side of Uganda. She's living there and enjoying her life. You don't marry the community. The community are not the people who choose for you the husband or the kind of a wife that you should live with. As long as the person makes you happy. That's what I focus on, because you cannot tell me what kind of a husband. Okay, as a person, I can choose a kind of a husband, the height and the looks, and sometimes it's not only the looks, but it's the mind of a person. You can marry someone who still thinks like a kid. You can marry someone who still thinks of mama. Mama has to choose for me everything. What's the fact? Tell me, my dear. Choose someone who makes you happy. Choose someone who respects you. Choose someone who wants to see you happy, not someone who wants to shrink you down. Someone who wants to, no, you're not supposed to go anywhere. You have to be just here next to me. You're not supposed to do anything. Just be with them. One day I told my mom, when the right time comes, that's when I'll get married. Because I remember one day my mom came to me when I wasn't asleep, because I don't usually sleep at night. I was just there pretending that I'm asleep, and then she came. However much I have my local hair, my mom was touching my head, and she told me, by then I was 23, she told me, Nora, you're still young and you have so much ahead of you. I wouldn't want to see you rushing just because people in this village, they are saying so many things about you and your other sisters, that you guys are not yet married. Marriage is not something that you just rush into it. In this life, we choose who we want to be, and in this life, when you still have a chance, be that person you've always wanted to be. She told me I wouldn't want to see my children suffering the way I did, because it's hard to find the right man out there who will take care of you and who will love you, a man that will stay with you and take care of your kids with you. So my mom said that, I don't know, maybe she thought I was awake or I was asleep, but me as a person, I wasn't asleep. When I was standing around like pretending that I'm so asleep, so I turned around a bit, so I had to show her that I'm asleep. So I pushed her with my ass, like, turning around, and I pushed her with her. When I go home, actually, I love sleeping on the couch. I don't like sleeping on my bed, so I sleep on the couch. So I pushed her and she moved a bit, and she still went on talking. She just told me, just enjoy your life, you're still young, but when the right time comes, you as a person, you will notice. And one day also, I met my dad. My dad and I, we don't like talk that much, but I have no problem with him. So why did my dad told me this? My dad saw me with a guy, and this guy, we were just talking, but my dad didn't know exactly. Maybe he thought I was in a relationship with this person, and he went ahead, he told me, Nora, as a father, let me be a man to tell you this. Work so hard and give yourself everything that you need. Men wants women with something. Men wants women with something. If you don't have something in your life as a woman, this small like these guys with no future, they will be the one playing around with you. But when a woman has something in her life, men who have what she wants, those are the men who comes after her. That's what my dad told me. Like, okay, I just told my dad, thank you, and I went. But that thing is still here. What my mom told me is still here. So no matter what people say, that, hey, I'm okay with it. I'm okay. Community, society, whatever. No one decides for me what to do, what to wear, what to eat, what to do, where to go. As long as God is still keeping me alive, I will go where I couldn't go on my own. So guys, thank you so much for being here. I met a new friend today. No, she's not actually today. I met her in my comment section, and today he has been here with me. Thank you so much, my dear. Let me ask you a question. Are you also a YouTuber? Because I'm about to visit you also in your house. 2 days. Not 2 days actually. I'm just saying 2 days, but okay. So I will visit you. When did I saw your message? Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. That's when I saw your message. So today, that's tomorrow actually. I'm going to visit your house tomorrow because I've also listed you down. So I'll visit your house tomorrow and check on you and see your content. Your content creator videos. I watch your videos and support you too as you show me the love. Thank you so much, my dear. I appreciate. Thank you so much. You mean I'm not boring you? This is amazing. Okay, thank you. Thank you. You know I'm a quiet person. Sometimes I just get lost of words. But this YT is teaching me how to talk. You know, my mom one day told me, if I didn't give birth at you at home, I would have said I've exchanged my baby from the hospital. You're so quiet. It's like you're not even around. You know when my mom is angry, she wants you to, like, when she's arguing, she wants you to talk. But when you talk, she says that you're looking into her mouth. And you're like, well, how am I looking into your mouth? You're arguing with me. Ah, okay. But don't worry, my dear. Things will work out. You know, sometime in business, in business, there's a day when things will boom and you have so many customers. I understand the thing of business. You know, I once also had my own business. If I tell you my story, maybe I've suffered, but I know whatever I pass through, God is watching everything and God is counting. But don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. You know, sometimes customers come and sometimes they don't come. It's like that. So you just bear with it. If today doesn't work out, it doesn't mean that tomorrow it won't work out. Okay, just be strong. Don't lose hope, my dearest. You know, I used to have a small business of my own. I used to, it's a part of business. Yes, my dear, yes, it's a part of business. And you know, some people, they are like, ah, how? You know, most of people, they fear that about starting up a business. They think that if they start up a business, every day it will be a usual day that customers will come. Like every day you're busy, you're busy, you're busy, you're busy. They don't know that in business there's a time where you have like to rest. There's a time, not to rest, but there's a time where things will go slow. Like customers, the buyers, they'll not be that many. They'll come 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, like that. That's how they'll come. And there's that day where they'll come from nowhere. Even you as a person, you're like, oh my god, where are they all coming from? And that's why you find some people like, business is not something that you can just start up easy like that. Business needs people who are patient. That's what recently I told my friend, if you want to start up a business, you have to be patient. Don't jump on this, you want to do that, you want to do that, you want to do that. Be patient. It's something that you're not going to get everything just in one day. It needs time, it needs patience. You sit there and wait. While you're waiting, also keep on doing something that keeps your mind busy. I told her, if you jump on this and jump on that, you're going to find yourself that you're confused. You don't even know what to start up as a person. So I was telling you, actually, I used to have a business of selling. My hair is so itchy. I used to have a business of cosmetics. I'll sell the products of women, like cosmetics. I'll sell all kind of like things that goes on our bodies, and I had to sell the wigs, the braids. But one day they robbed me. I I was just in my 2 months in my business. So how did I got robbed? There's this man actually. That's what they said, and that's what they saw on the camera and the security footage. There's this man who came. I remember one day I've just opened my shop. I've just started my own shop with my own money, with my hardship money. And then this man came and he asked me for money. He was like, "Can you help me with some money?" There's a lady who was a neighbor at the shop, just sitting quiet and looking. So I told this man, "I'm sorry, I don't have." And I was telling him the truth. I didn't have money with me. I've just started up my own business. I haven't sold anything. I've just opened. I'm still even organizing the things in the shop. So I told this man I don't have. This man insulted me. He said so many roughly things that it's not good to say to someone if you're asking for help. If someone tells you they don't have, they don't have. Even if they have but they don't know how to give you, don't insult them. So this man went, and this lady told me that guy is a thief. He was beaten up and until he got lamed. When he came to my shop, he was limping. So I told her, I just told her the truth. I just told the lady, I told him the truth. I don't have money. If I had something, I would have given him, but I don't have. So the lady told me, "Don't worry, that man is a thief." I was like, anyway. So I minded my own business. I didn't ask much. Me, I didn't know that that man came like to know, like to see, to do the surveillance, how they do it. I went on with my business. So I used to do 2 jobs. During daytime, I'll go, like in the morning, there's a job where I used to do. I used to go somewhere and do some kind of work. They paid me there like a little money. I needed that money for my house rent. And on this my shop, this is where I come like after my work. I come at 1 up to 9 p.m. working. So one day I actually went out, and again I met this guy. This time he wasn't limping, he was walking like he's okay. So he knocked me, was like, "Hey, look at where you're going, what's wrong with you?" So I told him, hey, you're the one who knocked me. I didn't know that he stole my key, so I didn't think about it. When someone knocks you, maybe you're walking on the street. That I was coming outside of the shop. I didn't know how this guy, he took my key. So me, I went home. Going back home, the next day, like after some months that I've opened that shop, because after those 2 months, I came. So that night I was going back home, and he knocked me coming outside of there, because it was a very big building. People have their own shops there. It's a let me say it's a vendor shop. So many people are dealing there, selling clothes, fruits. It's so many things being done in that same place. So as I was coming outside of that shop, he knocked me. Me, I didn't care. I just told him, "You know what?" And we argued there, small argument. I went on my way. The next day I came back morning. My shop was dry, like completely dry. I asked myself what's going on. I didn't show anyone that I felt so bad. I went back home. Going back home, there are some things that happen to you in life that you don't even know what happened. I went back home. My things in my house were also stolen. I don't know how they broke into my house, because I usually leave my house at 5 in the morning to go outside to work. When I came back home, my house was empty. And I asked my neighbors. They robbed things at my shop. I don't know how they entered in my house. So everything was gone in just one day. At night, things were there. I left home in the morning 5, going to work. Reaching at work, at my workplace at 7, nothing's there. Coming back home, they've already robbed me. I cannot cry in front of people. Coming back home, opening my door, my house is empty. So, I've ever sat in an empty place. I remember I just screamed once like a mad person. I screamed once and I was just there like, my neighbor came in, she said, Nora, why are you screaming? She looked at my house. She was just also like, oh my God, what happened? Hey, my dear Percy, you're welcome, my dear. Thank you for coming. This person the lady looked at me and I asked her, didn't you see anyone opening my door? The lady told me I did not see anyone, my dear Nora. I did not see anyone. My life got shattered. I felt like, where am I going? Where am I going? So I went, I did not go anywhere. I called my friend, my best friend. I called him and I told him, hey Gab, can you come over? My friend came in the house. He was like, Nora, where are your stuffs? I told him I don't know. My friend is the one who gave me money to go back to the capital city of Uganda, that's Kampala. I went back to Kampala. I asked myself, what am I going to do? So I told my sister, can you help me to find a job? I didn't know how to tell my sister that they robbed things from my shop and they robbed my house is empty. I don't have anything. I'm going to start from the scratch, from zero, nothing, no money. And my money in my account, I'm saving that money for going back to school. I cannot use that money again. So what I did, I started like filling up the forms for going back to school and give my mind a little bit of rest. However much I was still traumatized of losing my everything, I went home and I started my forms where I got the pass to join the institute. So I started studying while working and saving up some money. So sometimes you don't lose hope. You may lose something and think it's the end of the road, but God is planning something else for you. How would I know that I'll be here? It's only by God's grace that I came here. Now I'm working. Things will go back to normal chairs. How are you? Percy saying let's connect. How long are you going to be there? To be where? Here in Oman? Actually, I'm going back home next month on May. Yes. So on May, I'll be heading back home to Uganda. That's when I'm going back. If you mean here, I'm almost to go. Now, just few minutes remaining. Hey, my Juba Bruce. How are you, Juba? Thank you, my dear Bruce. You're most welcome. How are you? How is your day? I hope you're doing well. If you were asking, oh, that's good, my dear. Thanks for coming. Thanks for the thumbs up, my dearest. Thank you so much for coming, for showing your girl Nora support and the love. Thank you so much, my dear. Keep on coming, guys. Keep on coming. Ah, my back is hurting. I don't know how. My back is hurting. Let me try to sit like this. Let me try to lean on this pillow. Yes, I'm okay, my dear. It's just that my ribs are paining me and my back. So I'm trying to find a better position to sit. But anyway, how was your day? I hope all is well. How is family? She can sing, she can. Yes, my dear. Now even this position, I'm tired of sitting in that kind of position. Oh, that's good. Thank God that your day went well. Nora, I'm here trying to find a position to sit properly. Let me try to sit like this so that I don't feel pain on my back. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. Nora is just grateful. Even if it's hot. They say, even if it's hot, I'll keep on saying amen and amen and amen. Hey guys, Ramadan Karim. So Ramadan, I'm drinking my juice. This is melon juice. Melon, what else did I put here? Hello my dear, you're welcome. This is melon, apple, and what else did I put here? Orange, carrot, but with no sugar. No sugar, and it's so good for my body. You're so welcome, my dear. Miss Namibia. Hello, Miss Namibia. How are you? Come and join me, my dear. You know, it's hot. You need to drink something that gives you energy in your body. Sometimes water cannot work. You drink too much water and your stomach becomes heavy. Don't worry, I'll send you some juice. I'm going to enter in my phone through the camera, through Whitey, and straight to Namibia. And I'm there. You're most welcome, my dear. You know, Miss Namibia, it's hot here. It's too hot. So I'm trying to drink everything that is around me that can give me energy. Something that can keep me when I don't feel thirsty. The good thing that I don't urinate when I drink too much. Because it's summer, instead of urinating, you only sweat. And when you go out to urinate, maybe you're only pouring out the dirt. That's the only thing I think of. How can you drink 2 bottles of water and you don't go to the bathroom? You drink maybe juice, you don't go anywhere. No, I'll not send some to you. One day when I'm home, just text me and tell me, Nora, send me some juice. I'm coming over. And then I'll make sure that I blend every kind of juice that you want, every kind of smoothie that you want, and I make it. I store it for you. I make sure I tell everyone at home, the juice that is in the fridge, it's for my guest who is coming home for a visit. You hear me? Okay. Just let me know one day when you're coming so that I can keep it for you. I cannot keep it for you in my stomach. Hey Juba, much love. Thank you, my dear. Host, I'm still sick. I was just passing through. Okay, my dear Miss Namibia, take care of yourself. You know our health is more important, guys. Let's treasure our lives. Take care of yourself, my dear, okay? Drink enough water, drink enough juice, eat enough fruits, eat enough vegetables, and drink enough mushroom soup, and you feel good. Guys, if you want someone to take care of you, just invite me. I'm good at taking care of sick people. I'll spoil you. By the time you get well, you'll also get out of that bed when you've gained some weight. Yes, just come. Just tell me, Nora, I've packed my bags. I'm on my way to Uganda. I'll not tell you to stay in a hotel. I'll give you a place to sleep. You eat, you drink all the juice that is in the fridge. And when you're done, you pack up, you say, I've enjoyed Uganda. By the time you say you're crossing the border going to Kenya, then maybe your Kenyan friend will also treat you with ugali. But me, I'll treat you with something else very special. You just told me you love juice. More plenty juice. No sugar. I'm a sugar-free person, eh? But if you want sugar, we add just a little. Just you say, shoye. Shoye sukari. Na madi wide sukari. Hey, Juba is saying, really? Yes, Juba. You also try to come if you want. Okay, I'm looking for a beautiful lady to take care of me. Juba, if you want, hey, let me tell you the kind of things if you want to get a beautiful lady to take care of you. The kind of things that you need. Okay, for me, in my country, I was raised in Uganda. However much I'm a half Kenyan and I'm a half Ugandan, but I know the tradition of Uganda. I don't know tradition of Kenya that much. You're going to hold me for that. Okay, I don't have no problem. I have no problem. Hold it, my dear. Hold it. You'll find it. I told you, I'm going home this May, this coming month. Nora is preparing. And I'll be making more content from that because here I'm only in the kitchen. I'm only in my room, so I don't have enough space to express myself. I don't express myself the way I would love to express myself like other people do on their channels. Excuse me. I don't. Because everything you're doing, they're like, so you have to respect also your bosses. So that's what I do. My dear Juba, I was telling you guys the tradition of Uganda. If you want to marry someone's daughter in Uganda, you pay for the dowry. There's one before the wedding. That's just a dowry. Before you have first to come and visit the parents, and after visiting the parents, you tell them the day that you'll be coming with your family members. That's your mother, your father. If you don't have a mother or a father, you come with anyone from your family members. And then when you're coming, that's when you're coming like for an introduction. So when you come with gods. It depends on how many things they have asked for you. They can ask you for cows. If you don't have like 3 to 4 cows, you give like 1. It depends on the families also. There are some families who are just greedy, but for some families who understand, they will tell you, okay, give us like, or maybe 2 cows or 1 cow. It depends. I'm just saying it depends, because there are some people who tell you, if you want to take my child, you have to pay like 5 to 6 cows. Not everyone has that money for buying that cows. You buy goats, you have to buy clothes for your mother-in-law, you have to buy, there's what we call a kanzu ya tata. Kanzu ya tata, it's a traditional wear, and 10,000 for the, you put that in the envelope for the father. You give it to the father of your wife, of your future wife. So those are the things. Before the wedding, that's just paying dowry. We call it a traditional marriage. So after then, that's when you can take her. Some people, it's so funny. Some people, when they are done paying dowry, they can take like 5 years to marry. In that 5 years, I've already had children, and by the time they think that, okay, it's time now to go and make it official to church, when you as a lady or the wife, you're no longer even enjoying that marriage. That's why you see some people, they end it. I need to hear more of this, bro. I have a customer here. Hope you are still here. Yes, my dear, I'm still here. Take care of the customer, my dear. You know, our customers, they are our boss. So take care of your customer. So Juba, my dear, you're hearing what I'm saying. Traditional in Uganda, I don't know how you guys Jamaican you do it. I don't know if you guys also pay dowry like we in Uganda. But in Uganda, one day I asked my grandma, I asked her, how much did you ask for my dad to pay? Oh my God. So, but my mom is the one who rejected my dad. My mom rejected my dad. You have a lot of goals. No, I say cows. We don't want the goals. They pay cows. Like cows, those are just for traditional marriage in Uganda. I'm talking about the culture that I know. I will not speak about the culture that I don't know. They will ask you for cows, but my grandmother, may her soul rest in peace, they say that they asked for my granddaddy, for my father's side, they asked him for 30 cows. 30 cows. So my granddaddy gave them like half of the cow, 10 cows. But back then my mom said, no. My mom rejected that. She rejected everything, the cows, and because she wasn't the first wife to my dad. My dad had 2 wives back then, so my mom is the third wife. So my mom was like, this man is not the man for me. But they stayed together. We were born, and our dad moved on again with his life. So maybe that's why my mom also saw it that this won't work out. So she rejected the cows that they offered them as a traditional for paying everything to take her officially. So she rejected it. That's why when I used to visit my granddaddy, they would tell me, do you know that your mother rejected your dad? I was like, why? Okay. Okay, I was talking about calls that callers that was incorrect. Okay, my dear Juba, now I understand you. And so that's how in our country we do things. You pay, and then before the marriage. But it's so expensive. It's so expensive, my dear. If you find a home where people want good things, there are some people who want to see their children happy because they know it's normal and it's okay for a human being to also enjoy their lives. They won't charge a man so much things. But there are some people who are rich, they feel that yeah, their pocket is okay and it's happy. They have that money. Thank you, my dear, for that love. They have that money to give. They have that money to buy whatever they have asked them for. So that's why if you attend the tradition, some of the traditional weddings in our country, Uganda, you find when they have taken so many things, so many things. But guess what? I found out that not everything they bring at that traditional wedding. Some things are just like for the show card. Someone brings so many things and afterwards they'll take them back to the shop. They bring things in the baskets, but exactly it's not, it's just showing off. When they are done showing off, they take them back to shop. That's why some people that I know, they prefer going with the little things. They don't prefer asking for so many that someone cannot afford. They always ask for something that someone can afford and something that can make a person feel comfortable and not leaving their daughter in the house. Yeah, Juba. Look at me. No, look at me very well. With this natural beauty, just look at me. Let me even come. If I get married now, who will take care of my mom? No, I'm not yet married, but I have a kid. Only one kid like this. I'm not yet married, but I have what? I have a child. Yes. I'm single and I'm still living with my mom. If that's what you want to know, yes. But I'm a mother. I became a mother when I was still in school. You know, sometimes when you're still in school, you think you're so popular. But once when something happens to you, that's when you realize that you were not popular. They were just playing with you. Excuse me. That's how things are, my dear. But now I've answered your question. Ask me another question. No one is so clear. No one is so not clear. Cleo. Thank you, my dear. Yes, this girl here is still home, is still mama's girl. And I know if we end up to get married, my mom would tell that man, please take care of my daughter. If she has the right, she would have even told that man, you know what, stay here. Don't take her away. Stay here, I'll give you a room and you stay. I want her to stay next to me. I'm here, but my mom always calls me, she tells me, when are you coming back home? When are you coming back home? She's always asking me when I'm coming home. She really misses me so much. Even me, I do miss her so much. I miss my mommy. You want to know more about my country, Uganda? It's hot. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. There are so many different cultures in Uganda. There's a culture in Uganda where they circumcise. You know, circumcising men, they chop it. Not chopping it like cutting it in half. They just, I've ever seen it. They just peel. Okay, my dear, I'm waiting for you to give you that conversation. So they peel and they cut. I've ever seen it. You know, back then when we were young, every season of the circumcision, we will travel to our village and we'll see that traditional dance. They dance naked the way they were born, naked men, whether young or teenagers, it depends how old you are. Even grown-up men, if you're not circumcised, if you're in that traditional where they circumcise men, we'll go to the village. You know what? Because you wanted to see how they circumcise them. I remember we used to sit in front. We just go sit in front and we're like this, and we just look at the way they cut it, and someone would scream like, ah! It used to be so painful seeing them cry. You see someone just comes and ah, and someone's like, when after cutting that thing, you see someone screaming and they start walking like this. So it was so much fun to us, yet they were going through so much pain. And so our parents, they would tell us, no, you don't have to get married in that culture, because they want to see our grandchildren being done the same thing being done to them. No. So we're always like, hi. So one day, one of the guys from that from that culture, let me say the culture, trying to date one of my sisters. Hi, that was a big no. It was a big no in our family. They were like, hey, to whose grandchild are you going to give birth to? If you're going to give birth to for them, that relationship is a no. There's no any of our grandkids that is going to be born from that culture. First of all, they dance naked, like naked. They strip you naked. You go around not only one village, but you go to so many community, wandering around, dancing naked until 7 days. 7 days. When that 7 days comes, that's when they will circumcise you. And they will circumcise you in the center community where everyone has gathered, and they are going to see how you were born. How small and all. So at least when you're a kid, let me say when you're a baby, it's okay. No one will say that, but when you're a grown-up man, that's what everyone is going to know. Which size do you have? You have medium or because remember, even women go there. There's no hiding anything. Everyone has to see you, even your in-law. Everyone has to see you. So if you are to get married, maybe from that culture, you're also going to see your future husband from there, and you know how heavy your future husband is. If he's not that heavy, you cancel it completely. But me in my traditional, We don't have much, like my traditional, my culture where I come from, we don't have that tough traditional thing of holding things. Me, I would just say that I was raised in a family where we were taught to fear God, and we were raised being told that God created you knowing who you are, whether you're beautiful, whether you're how or you were born. Thank you so much, my dear, for coming back. So our grandmother used to tell us that you were born the way you were born because God knows who you are. There's nothing to change about you. You have to love the person that you are. Whether you're circumcised, but I know my brothers, because they were friends with those kids from that culture. So they were like, oh, we also have. So one day we went to the village. You know me, back then, they didn't want to go to the village with me. Oh my dear, do you think it's easy everyone to see you when you're naked? Ha! Hey! Do you know how much even me, let me say even me, I've once ever said it. There's a guy actually who used to quote me. I told him, who do you think you're trying to quote with that small thing? And this guy I told this guy, you're okay. But some countries do it, my dear Juba. Like me, where I come from in Uganda, they circumcise from. It's not all traditional, but if you want, even if you want, you can do it from the clinic. But there's a culture that you have to dance naked the way you were born if you are a man. And if you're born from that culture, you have to be naked and dance around the community. And that's after 7 days they circumcise you in the community square where everyone, whether your girlfriend, whether it's so, so they have to see you. But way back then we used to go home when we were young and we see it. I didn't see my brothers because when my brothers were going to be circumcised, they did not allow us to go to the village with them. Do you know what they did? So they were like, let's be the one to go first before girls, because they knew us that we don't miss out that thing. And the funniest thing, we used to sit in front. We used to sit in front of them and we are like this. We have to see everything. So we'll know who has the small one, who has the big one, everything. Oh guys, it's so, hey, you joke, my dear. We used to go there. By this time, our brothers were like, mm-mm. So one day, I didn't know actually that my brother, one of my brothers was, because I have 3 brothers, but 2 of them, they went to the village and they circumcised them without telling us that they were going to the village to be circumcised. They are friends, because those guys from the other culture, they told them, you guys, this time we are going to be circumcised. Would you want to join us? Because it's so much fun. For them, they take it as fun. So my brothers were like, They did not actually tell us, but they told us later on. How did they come to tell us? Because one day I kicked my brother in the middle. Like I kicked his pen. My brother screamed. I remember actually we were fighting for my doll, my Barbie. I have a Barbie doll. So my brother sat on it. I don't know what Barbie did to him, but he threw it aside. He wanted to break one of Barbie's legs. I was like, hey, give it to me. So my brother pushed me, and I ended up kicking him in the middle. Kicking him in the middle, I didn't know. He started screaming. He fell down and started screaming. He was like, you've killed me, you've killed me. He started screaming so loud. He was like, Mom. So our mom came. When my mom came, he was bleeding. He asked him, what happened to you? He said that we were circumcised. My mom was like, what? My mom was like, oh my God, who told you to do that? Have we ever, we didn't, who told you actually, they were like, who told you to go to the village? Well, they were like, we went to the village because they told us that we should go and dance with them. you know that's when I knew that my brothers, both of them, they were circumcised, but one of them, actually, that's how we found out, by me. Actually, it was an accident. I didn't know. I didn't kick him intentionally in the middle, but my legs just, maybe there's something. It was our time to know that these guys, they have done something to themselves. That's how we knew. But that tradition, it's so hard, my dear. If you're not man enough to be circumcised, they circumcise you when they have not even injected you with anything. Only Jumki link so I join. Okay. But did I give you my jacket? Let me. Okay. Join you. Oh my dear, you. I don't know how to do it anyway. Last time I tried to upload that the what I tried to the StreamYard app. I tried so much. I went to Google. It failed, and I tried so many times that it didn't work out. Actually, I would love to host some people here on my live. We chat, but I'm here only bragging by myself. I cannot chat with them. I'm only chatting on the comment section. But talking, like, I'll try, my dear. I'll try my level best. I'll ask some people who know more about it so that they can teach me how I can do it, so that I can host some people on my live and we chat. But that's how it is in my country. Some tradition and some culture, women do circumcise, but they have stopped. For women, they have stopped. The government was like, this is too much. How can you circumcise a woman? Why would they circumcise women? Because that a woman will stay loyal to her husband. She will only have feelings for her husband. Only feeling for her husband. That tradition is there in Uganda. So, but they stopped them because they were saying, it's not. Why would you stop someone from having feelings? Are they meant for only one person? No. So they stopped the entire thing, and now, so they are just doing the marriages traditional, but things actually are changing. The government is changing so many things, because now, what I know, now if you divorce with a man, you have to divide things. But back then, even if you're divorced to a man, you only go back to your mother's house with your clothes that you came with, without going with anything. But now, what the government has come up with, that if you're separating, maybe let me say you're divorcing, you have to divide things. Wife or husband, you separate however much small you have. So that's why sometimes people, you find them getting married, however much they have gotten married into for the traditional ways. You paid all the dowries, like cows, goats. I have learned a lot. Oh my dear, thank you. So when you separate, that's what you do. That's the new law now in Uganda, but back then that law wasn't there. You just separate with each other, and one person will remain with everything, with the entire thing that you worked so hard for. But now you separate. We are becoming also international. When you have kids, you both have the custody. You see each other, like if you stay with kids during the holiday, You're the one who pays the school fees, like that. That's how now things are 50-50. Not like back then. But the traditional thing of the marriage, but men now are still saying, men in our country, they are like, okay, can you contact me on IG and I show you how. Uh, just go to Jimmy Nora. It's called Jimmy Nora. Let me write and send it. Men are saying that they should reduce things for the traditional wedding, for the traditional marriage, because traditional marriage, you're supposed to pay 30 cows, but not every family that has enough. There are some people who don't have enough. They don't have, how can you buy 30 cows? Cows are so expensive. So men are like, at least they can pay 1 to 2 cows. It depends on how the man or the income, how much they have. So if someone doesn't have much, they can pay 1 cow, or maybe when a person has much money, they can pay 2 cows. And because the cows don't come alone, comes with so many things. The traditional marriage, it's more even expensive than the wedding charge in our country, because you have to bring the cows, you have to bring the goats, you have to buy something for your mother-in-law, you have to buy something for your father-in-law, you have to buy something for your wife's auntie. My dear, you have to buy so much. You have to buy for your brothers-in-law. Oh my dear, if you're there and dating a Ugandan woman, just know those are the things that you have to pay. Oh, like a cow costs, let me say, Ugandan shilling, like 1 cow, it costs 500 to. It depends on where you've bought it, but I'm just saying from my other side where I know, because my mom bought a cow at 600 Ugandan shillings. So do your calculation and find out how much is that in dollars. No, 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 no. No, you don't buy it for the whole family. That's for your, actually, yes, the whole family, because not the whole family will take the cow, but the mother or the father will be the ones to take the cows. So for the relatives of your wife, like let me say the brothers, the sisters, those ones you don't give them much. You only give them like clothes. You give them clothes. You don't give them anything that it's so expensive. You just give them small gifts. Like it depends. It depends on the kind of presents that you put. Maybe you can buy a watch or bag, shoes. Those are the only thing they give them like presents. But father and the mother, those are the people that receives big things, because they are the parents. You know, the father is a manufacturer and the mother is a producer. So you have to give them something. So that's why they ask for cows. But me in my our traditional way, they ask for so much. Let me say they ask for so much, actually, like 30. They start asking for like 30 cows. But that was back then. Nowadays things are so complicated. People don't have money to buy 30 cows. Back then someone say, I want 30 cows, because they know you have. But now someone will give you like 1 to 2 cows. One is even enough. Someone let me nowadays if you give someone even 1 cow, someone will appreciate you, will say, oh, take my daughter, even if you don't bring the rest, even if you don't bring goats, chicken, You don't bring turkeys, you don't bring the crocodile. Even if you don't bring all those things. But as long as ah yes, so they will not ask you for so much. They will just appreciate the little that you've received, or the little that you've given them. So my dear people, you who wants to come to Africa to marry, just know that in Africa they have traditional ways. Just ask your girlfriends, your husband, just ask them that what would they request if I'm to marry you, or if I'm to ask for your hand marriage. You know, even women nowadays they marry men. So you just ask what kind of things they need. They give you the budget of the things they want. If you have money, you buy, you go, you take your wife. You have kids as much as you want. Some men are nowadays demanding that, why would I marry someone with all those things? Yo, yes, dinner. There's no dinner. I'm really sorry, guys, to do that first. Don't mind me. My back's hurting. That one. And so, guys, just get ready and come to Uganda. The power of Africa. May I welcome people in Uganda because I love Uganda. Even if now God tells me no, yes, I would love to go also to other countries. Yes, I would love to go to other countries. I will not say that only Uganda, but I just love. They say you have to love where you come from. So I love Uganda. I love it as it is. But I would also love one day to, if God is will, I would love also to go and see other places and live in other countries. Yes, like that. Just like anyone who loves to go anywhere. But don't worry, in Uganda when you marry, the good thing is that you don't live with your parents. You go. You take your wife. Your wife is your problem now. The only thing that you should never do or mess up with. Me, my culture, where I come from, let me tell you. You don't beat your wife. And you follow her to their homes. When you've beaten your wife, maybe you have a fight with your wife. Let her go to their home. But don't visit. Don't visit. Because what they will do to you, they will do exactly what you did to their daughter. That's what they will do to you. I've seen 2 of my brothers-in-law being done that. One day, one of my brothers-in-law, actually, they had a fight with my cousin. And then my cousin came back home and she reported him. You know, when I was young, I was like, if you love each other, why would you fight? Get ready and come, my dear. Come to Uganda. So, my cousin came back home and she said, my husband did this to me. And I don't know how to call this guy. He also came. You know, man, I don't know what's wrong with you. He also came for his wife. They sat down as a family, they were talking, and I was sitting somewhere aside, and I saw this man laying down, and they were teaching him a lesson. And that was my older brother teaching him a lesson, telling him. So let me say this, because me and my family, I wasn't raised by my father, so my brother will be the one to do that. If my father was the one to be around, he would be the one to teach my husband a lesson, not ever to touch me. Teaching him that I'm also a human being and we are all grown ups. We should always sit and talk about it, not violence. So my brother taught his brother-in-law a lesson, not by, but so I saw that and I kept quiet. I did not say anything. My second cousin also, the same thing happened. Yo, let me go and see my boss, guys. I'll be back. Ooh. like a condor in the wind. I wanna know how you're feeling about me. Tell baby, what should I do without you, bumble? I wanna know, don't touch my feelings. How will I know? How will I know if he really loves me? It's all the truth whenever we meet. If he loves me, how will I know? Oh, thank you for being patient with me. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Okay, let me read the comments. No psycho fight. My dear, people do fight. People do fight, but I think they should talk about it. You know, I believe in talking about it. Maybe, let me say the reason why I say talking about it, it has made so many people not believe in it. Because someone will say, why talking about it when I can just, but I think talking about something, if one or another have wronged each other, as you sit down as grown-ups, you talk about your issues instead of violating each other. It's not good. Like, yeah, sometimes it happens, but that's why you find people move out of so many relationships and it doesn't work out because of that. Anyway, I'll not talk about that much, but that's what I only know, me, from my tradition, eh? Hey. My dear Juba, you will not fight. Why? Because you fear to be taught a lesson. That's how my brothers, they do. Okay. Okay, type in my name and see if you could find me and text me. Type where, my dear? Tell me, where should I type? Where should I type and find you? Like, where should I type? Just let me know where. So that's how it is. They will teach them a lesson. But the funniest thing, you know, one day, like, both, they have put their husbands in trouble. Their husbands have taught them a lesson, and now they know that. So that's why, if you're to marry for my culture, not only from my family, but the entire culture, that's how they do. They love their children so much. So you don't touch someone's child and you think you go there, that I've come for my wife. You know, I don't know why in African men they like, let me say African, because most of African men, they like following their wives to their homes. If someone waits for the wife and the wife doesn't come back home for like 3 to 4, let me say 2 to 3 days, the wife is not coming home, they'll go and follow. So if you follow when you know you've already done a mess up, don't go there. Stay back home and work. Just continue sending her money, she will come back. I'm just giving you a free tips, eh? Don't follow her to their house, because if you follow by mistake, what will happen to you there? You ask yourself, why did I have to go there? Just send her money on the phone and sweet talk her, she'll come back. Let me tell you the funniest thing one day, the question that I asked my cousins, I found them with their sweethearts. You know, we girls, we don't sleep with our parents. When you're grown-ups and you have your own husband, they build a house for you aside. So when you and your husband, you come, you know that phrase, they give you a room. That house is your house. Like, whenever you come, not only you, even like, if you have money, you can build yours. But if that house was built by the family, so it means you have to share. So whoever comes is the one who stays. If you both come at the same day, you stay there with your husbands in that same house. But if you have money, you can build aside your house, like a 1 to 2 bedroom house just for you and your husband. So whenever you come, you stay there with your husband. You don't sleep in the main house where your mother or your father sleep. No. So one day we were in our girls' room, and these jammers, let me say jammers because they are men, so they came at night. I wasn't asleep. So these ones are like, oh babe, you've come to see me. They were talking. I've already heard when they have warned them and they say, wait for your husband. They have to be the one to come and apologize. If they don't apologize, no going back. Them, they were like, even us, we will not go back. We don't want them. They are so bad. They are so mean. I had that was in my head. I was like, so they are not going back. They have come back home. So that's what was in my mind. So when I saw these guys, they came. They were happy with their wives. I just got out of the house. I went to the main house and I reported them. You see how stupid I was back then. I was young. So I went and I reported them. I told my brothers, I was like, hey, you guys, you here. You see in the girl's house, in the girl's room, what's there? You don't want to know. They were like, what? I told them, so and so. They have come. So what my brothers, they did, they went and they brought others. They came. They surrounded the house. Thank you so much, my dear Juba, for the love. Anyway, Juba was asking, where should I type? We say, because you said here that, okay, type in my name and see if you could find me and text me. Okay, on your you've sent me a message on my IG. Okay, I'll find you there and I'll text you, my dear. I've already wrote my name that I use. It's Jimmy Nora. So I'll find you there. I'm on Messenger everywhere. I'm on Messenger. I'm on Instagram. Yeah, there's those two. Facebook. I'm there. So they came. They were like, hey, I put them into trouble. So my sisters, they came out. They were like, where is this Nora? Nora! I remember they called me so much anger. They were like, Nora, where are you? I came, they were like, so you little thing, you sneaked out of the room, you went and you told them. I was like, you guys, last time you came back home crying and you said they are bad guys, and now you're talking to the you forgive me, I was young, I saw them crying and I saw them swearing, saying that they don't like their husband. They will not go back to their husband's house because they are bad. So me, in my mind, I was like, yes, they are bad people. I need to call for them the backup. The bad guys wouldn't hurt my sisters again. So I went, I called the backup, but they ended up turning everything to me. They're like, can't you keep a secret? I was like, how? You know what they say? This is what my sisters, they say. You're so calming, don't worry. One day you'll also become a woman, and when your husband comes home here, you will see what we'll do to him. We make sure that you don't even go back to him. They teach him exactly lesson that you made our husbands go through. That's what they told me. And you know what? Their husbands, they were like, but one day I would love to see when Nora, she has grown up, and I want to see the kind of a man who will marry this girl. Because back then when I was a kid, I was so stubborn, and I was that kid who would tell the truth. You would just tell me, Nora, lying is not good, and I'm like, so tell me what happened, and I'll give you the entire story with no lies. So whenever, if you just want to get the truth out of me, just use that word that if you lie, God is going to burn you piece by piece. You know, in a Sunday school, they used to teach us that it's not good to lie. And my mother also actually taught me that same thing, that it's not good to lie. But for her, she told us it's not good to lie using someone's name, because you're putting someone into trouble. But if you know someone has done, excuse me, when you know someone has done something wrong, it's okay. You can tell. But if someone hasn't done anything wrong to you, don't. So that's how I was. So I will, okay, going on. Okay, my dear Juba. Find you there. See you there. I'm almost about even to close so that I can give my back a rest. My back is hurting me like what? My back is paining me. Because that's a good thing luckily. I know them. No, mine will come. But actually, they also saw the action of what happened to me. Mine was trouble, but me, I was not married. I wasn't married. I wasn't married. Just that the guy who impregnated me was being wanted. And my sisters were like, now you see. You used to tell on us, now it's your turn. So that's why they used to tell me, they were like, that one used to tell on us, now it's her turn. Now the one who was impregnated her is being looked from upside and down. So it's not easy, guys. It's not so easy. Okay, my Juba. Thank you so much for your love and support, my dear Bruce. Let me just call you Bruce. Bruce Lee. Okay, Bruce. May just like calling you Bruce. Like me, I like it when people call me Nora. But some people call me Betty, Bettina, Petite. You know, people have such different ways of calling me. My French friends, they used to call me Petite, ma Petite, Petite. Some of them will call me Lola, Nona. But anyway, because I just used to leave them because that's how they used to pronounce in their own accent. But I love when someone calls me Nora. Nora. Yes, I just love my name so much. I'm like, I'm in heaven. I even correct people to call me. I tell you, no, you did not pronounce my name well. Pronounce it well so that I say yes. You don't just call me. I'm like, Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here with me. I'm about to close. I'm just waiting for some few minutes to click like tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, and I go. And I'm going to lift my legs up while I chat because I still have so many people that I have to check on. And after that, and after that, I say my night prayer and I go to sleep. What's the time there in Jamaica? She's the only one who calls me baby. Told me home, baby. Oh my God. Go ahead, here you lag. She's the only one that calls me baby. Shabby, tell me where you were. Tell me what you do. And I gave you the rest of your life. And I'll tell you how much that I need you, Benji. Oh, cause what's wrong with you, Benji? Oh, comment ça va? Ça va bien, ma petite. Hello, beautiful people. Time is about to go. And let me just take this time to say thank you so much. Let me say thank you so much, guys, for being here with me, for showing me love and supporting me. You know, I appreciate every time that a person spends with me, a time that a person is with me. I really appreciate so much. And that's why me, I like keeping time. When I'm going somewhere or when I'm going to meet up a person, as me as a person, my personality, I'm a timekeeper person. And I treasure the time that a person gives me in my life. Because if you tell me, come we meet up at this time, I'm always in time. And when you reach late, you see that anger on my face. I'm like, you wasted my time. Be on time if you have an appointment with me. I'm always on time when I have an appointment with someone. Why? Because I don't want to keep someone waiting. You know me, I don't like someone calling me on my phone and they're like, wait, tomorrow becomes today, tomorrow becomes the next day. If you know you're not going to come, just tell me, you know what, Nora, I'm not going to make it. Or maybe, Nora, you know what, this is not going to happen. Like, just be open with me. I don't have any problem. I'm someone who can wait. I'll wait, but don't tell me, don't give me lies, don't give me fake promises that you know you cannot keep. Those things really makes me angry, to tell you the truth, whoever is watching me. If you want to see me angry, just keep a fake promise. Yes, I know promises are meant to be broken, but me, just tell me, be open with, because it will not hurt me. I've lived my entire life with my mom, so just be open. Just tell me, you know what, Nora, I don't have this. Nora, let's meet up. But let's meet up at this time. But I will be late. So give me some minutes. But you want me to come and meet you up? You make me wait. You make me wait for even 2 to 3 hours. I'm asking you, where are you? You're like, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm next to you. Why don't you be real, guys? If you know you're not going to make someone, if you're not going to meet someone, okay, when you love someone, you seen it's the truth and serve God and live good with each other. My dear Juba, my dear bros. Ah, 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 ah. Oh, sorry. Ah, my back is killing me. My back is killing me. So you tell someone that, you know what, I'll be there, but give me some minutes. Maybe I'm late. I'll be late. You know, there's no problem in telling someone that I'll be late instead of lying to them. I'm almost there. I'm about to reach. I'm on my way. No, I don't like that. You find me when I've already left because you're wasting my time. You're not being real. You're not telling me the truth. Just tell me that, you know what, Nora, I'm late and I know. I knew I can't. Oh my dear, that okay. I think ever married. Okay. My dear, I'm a hard person. I'm a very hard person, but hard but easy to understand. If you know me, you know me. That's a problem. Some I don't like it. Me actually, even if you like my friends, I always tell them. I have one friend. You know they say in all friends, there's always that friend that make you angry. I have one friend like this. She's always late, and she knows that I don't like late comers. But you know what she does if she knows that she's going to come late? She'll buy something that she knows that I love so much. And what is that? That's a scone. She'll buy me a scone. She'll come smiling with that scone. She's like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'll just take it because I love scones. But deep down in my heart, I'm disappointed. And I will still tell you that, you know what, I'm disappointed in you because you did not reach in time. Always tell someone or call them and tell them the truth that, you know what, I'm on my way, but I'm going to be a little bit late. Don't say, I'm almost there, I'm almost there, I'm about to reach. It's not good. So me, if someone wants to be my friend and we to meet up or we have appointment, always tell me, because me, I know myself that I'm a timekeeper. But to people, I don't know how others do their thing. So that's why I love someone telling me that. Maybe just tell me, call me, tell me the truth that, you know what, I'm going to be a little bit late. But I've already said that I'm going to be a little bit late. So that I know that a person that I'm waiting, all those times that you'll be wasting on the road while coming, I'm also doing something important instead of just. So that's why me, I always treasure the time that someone gives me, because I know when someone who loves you and care about you, they will always give you their time and their attention. But if someone doesn't, they will not give you their attention. But for those who cares about you, they will stay with you, they'll give you their attention, they'll support you in each and every way. So always treasure the time that a person gives you, and I treasure that so much. Thank you so much for those who have been with me from the beginning up to the end. I really appreciate the love and the support. Thank you so much, guys. If you don't see me usually in your house, I have so much work this season. We're in the season of fasting and so busy with so much work. When I come and I drop, I say hi, just know she has come. She has gotten the time to come and support me, because it's not always so easy. Sometimes you just come and fall asleep to your room. You're back. You're back, but I'm about to go. But anyway, I'm just here appreciating. I'm saying thank you so much for the time and the support. I treasure the time that someone gives me and the attention. I really respect that. I'm that kind of a person who respects, not because I'm not just saying here on YT, but people who know me from outside. People who know me, they know that Nora is someone who treasures time that a person have given them, and Nora is a timekeeper. I'm that kind of a person that if you know you're not going to make it, or maybe you're late, just tell me the truth that, Nora, I might be late to my appointment with you. So give me some time so that I can do something while I'm waiting. I don't like this thing of, I'm almost there, I'm about to reach you, I'm almost there. I hate that thing. I don't like it. Tell me when and at what time you're going to reach me. Me, I don't have problem with meeting up with anyone, but just tell me at what time, because I don't want anyone to waste my time. I hate sitting somewhere and I'm just like, have you ever sat somewhere and you're like a dummy? You get tired of seeing people going east, west, south, north, or west, south, north. Everyone is just wandering around. You get tired, you feel dizzy. Tell me, I'll be there, and this time and this time. Me, that's why when I have a friend of mine, she's always late. Over my, she does something to make up for me, but I end up telling her, you know what, I'm not happy, I'm disappointed in you. Why? Because you're late. She's like, Nora, I'm like, you know me, my dear, you know me. Don't ever do this. She even sees that my face has changed totally. Last time she told me, you know what, it's hard to work with you, Nora. You sit there, someone who does everything on time. Yes, I want to do things on time. If you know, just tell me, you know what, me, because I know I have no problem. I'm ready to wait. I'm ready to wait because there is no problem in waiting. Wait, but be honest. Tell someone, no, I'm not going to make it, but I will make it. There's someone one day who came at my comment section was like, hey, my dear, I visited your house. Come in my house immediately. I was like, you seriously? And this person had just watched my short video and he's telling me, come immediately in my house. Me, I take 2 days. 2 days visiting someone's house. But in real life as a person, me, things that makes me angry. Lie to me when we have an appointment. You don't make it in time. You lying that I'm almost there. No. And the truth, I treasure the time that someone gives me, because time that someone gives you, always treasure that and respect them, because they have left everything that they are doing but to give you their attention. So that's a kind of a person. I did not learn that from anyone but me. That's my habit ever since I was a kid, because ever since I was a kid I've also wanted very much attention from my mom. So I'll do anything for my mom to give me the attention. So that's why I always respect her, and I'm always there when she calls, when she needs something. I'm always there. And she also knows that in her children, Nora is always there. Like, she's fast. It's easy to connect with her. Not because I have, but even if I don't have, she's always, because she knows me, I will not complain. I'll just say, you know what, mom, I'll find a way to see that I'm there. So always treasure that time that they give you. Respect people who give you their attention. Don't take them for granted, because when someone leaves what they are doing, whatever they were doing, just to give you their attention, respect that. Don't take their time for granted. They give you that time because they wanted to show you that, you know, we care. But you take them for granted. You're like, I will apologize. You know, sometimes you apologize, but apology will not be accepted. Someone will still feel bad. They'll be disappointed in you. They'll be like, you know what? Anyway, guys, thank you, Sana. I appreciate for everyone for being here. I'm closing. I love you for your support and for your love. Thank you so much. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord protect you. May the peace of the Lord be with you, my lovely people. Good night. Here it's night. It's 11 p.m. Good night. Bye. Love you. Mwah. Bye-bye.